Before smartphones, highways, and skyscrapers, there was a different America, slower, dustier, alive in its own raw rhythm. Today, step into the boots of 12-year-old Tommy Whitaker in the year 1888 in the heart of rural Kansas. It's not history, it's his life. Tommy wakes not to an alarm clock but to the scratchy crow of the family rooster. There's no central heating, the house is cold. His mother stirs coals in the iron stove, coaxing flame from last night's embers. The smell of wood smoke mixes with cornbread dough rising in the kitchen. Tommy washes his face with icy water from a tin basin. No faucet, no sink, no bathroom. This is how every day begins. Breakfast is simple but heavy. Cornmeal, eggs from their own hens, maybe some cured ham if the smokehouse has enough. No cereal, no orange juice, no fridge. Father reads from the Bible. Nobody speaks much. Time isn't wasted on small talk. There's work to do. At 12, Tommy walks 5 miles to school, if the crops don't need him. In 1888, school isn't guaranteed. It's a luxury. Most kids leave by age 14. Some never start. Today, Tommy goes. A slate board in his bag, a pencil if he's lucky. The school is one room, one teacher, 20 kids, age 6 to 16. They recite poems, solve math aloud, get smacked with a ruler if they misbehave. Girls learn embroidery, boys study geography, maps showing states that don't even exist yet. Tommy's favorite subject? Drawing trains. Saturdays are for town. Tommy walks dusty roads to Main Street, the heartbeat of every American town in 1888. He passes the blacksmith, hears the clang of iron on anvil, smells tobacco and molasses. At the general store, coffee beans sit in burlap sacks. A jar of peppermint sticks tempts him, 1 penny each. No Netflix, no electricity. Entertainment comes from each other. Tommy's sister reads from a borrowed book. They take turns singing old hymns. Once a month, there's a barn dance. The fiddle plays. Lanterns swing from rafters. Boots stomp on wood floors. It's loud. It's joyful. It's escape. Illness is feared. One bad fever can take a child. Medicine is strange. Leeches, tonics, whiskey. There are no antibiotics, no emergency numbers to dial. Tommy's younger brother once broke his arm. The village doctor said it with a stick and prayer. Survival is fragile. Every scrape matters. Evening doesn't mean rest. There's wood to split, cows to milk, water to haul. Children carry just as much responsibility as the adults. Tommy pulls water from the well, hands blistered, boots muddy. His sister wrings water from clothes and pins them to dry beneath the fading Kansas sun. A storm isn't just an inconvenience, it's danger. No forecasts, no alerts, just wind. Then a wall of rain. A bad storm can drown crops, kill animals, wash away a season's hope. Everyone runs, tying shutters, guarding livestock. The prairie teaches one lesson: respect nature. Night brings stories, not from books, from mouths. Grandfather tells of crossing rivers in covered wagons, of the war, of buffalo that once darkened the plains. Tommy listens. In those stories, he sees the past. In the firelight, he sees his future. Tommy lies back in bed. The air smells of ash and animals. He listens. No hum of machines. Just wind through trees, an owl, the creak of old timber. He dreams of trains, big cities, maybe New York someday. But tonight, he is just a boy in Kansas. And this is America, before 1900. But as sleep takes him, we drift outside. Out on the porch, the rocking chair moves with the breeze. The world is still, yet full of whispers. Coyotes call in the distance. Crickets sing their rhythm. The night sky burns with stars unseen by city eyes. In this silence lies an entire world, old, waiting, breathing. Before turning in, Tommy's mother kneels. Her prayer is soft but weighty. She prays for rain, for health, for the world to stay steady just one more week. It's a silent ritual shared by women across the prairie, strength whispered into the dark. In his dreams, Tommy rides a train, steam and steel roaring beneath him. He sees cities, wonders, a future wrapped in smoke and speed. But the tracks always lead back home, because no matter how far he goes, this soil, this sky, it made him. We live faster now, louder, brighter, but the rhythm of 1888 still echoes. In old barns, in family recipes, in the stories passed down, America before 1900 wasn't quiet. It was alive, in a way we've almost forgotten. Let's remember it. Sunday is sacred, not just for faith, but for pause. The entire town gathers at the church. Shoes are polished, hair slicked down. Women wear hand-sewn dresses passed through generations. The choir sings, "Shall we gather at the river?" Even Tommy, usually restless, feels the stillness. In this place, community breathes. News travels slow, but it still matters. Once a week, the newspaper arrives. Not in bulk. One paper per family. Tommy's father reads aloud about happenings in the East, politics, railroads, and faraway wars. For Tommy, it's a window into a world he's never seen. A haircut is an event. Not just grooming, a social gathering. Men argue over presidents. Boys listen wide-eyed. The barber shares gossip and whiskey in equal measure. Tommy gets his hair trimmed. No fancy scissors, just shears and steady hands. Light doesn't come with a switch, it must be made. Once a month, Tommy helps Mama make candles. Wax, wicks, patience. He learns the delicate art of pouring without spilling, of trimming the wick just right. In each candle, hours of labor, in a flicker of warmth. Soap, water, scrubbing stones. No machines, just muscle. The creek is where women wash and talk, where secrets are shared and laughter echoes. Tommy splashes nearby, skipping stones. For him, it's part chore, part joy. Autumn doesn't bring pumpkin spice. It brings urgency. Wood must be chopped. Jars sealed tight, cracks stuffed to keep warmth in and the cold out. Tommy hauls firewood until his shoulders ache. Winter is a test, and everyone prepares together. Sometimes change comes in an envelope. A cousin writes from Chicago. He's laying tracks, earning wages, describes electric lights, elevators, sidewalks full of people. Tommy listens. Part of him aches to see it. Part of him hopes it never changes here. Snow falls like silence. Everything slows. Tommy and his brother chase flakes, tongues out, cheeks red. Their laughter is muffled by the cold. Inside, Mama heats cider over the stove. Quilts are doubled. Boots are stuffed with hay. The world turns white and beautiful. One night a calf goes missing. That's not just an animal, it's a season's income. With lanterns raised, the family fans out. Wind howls. The grass is tall. Tommy spots movement. There, by the old oak. The calf is safe. Cheers erupt. It's not just relief, it's survival. Once a year after harvest, the town celebrates. Tables groan with food. Fiddlers play fast. Old men dance like boys again. Tommy tastes apple pie made from trees older than his father. He feels full, in belly and heart. We live faster now, louder, brighter. But the rhythm of 1888 still echoes. In old barns, in family recipes, in the stories passed down. America before 1900 wasn't quiet, it was alive, in a way we've almost forgotten. Let's remember it. Discipline in 1888 isn't gentle. Tommy whispers during class and is called forward. A wooden ruler lands on his palm. It stings more in pride than pain. No calls home, no written notes, just the sharp lesson. Silence means respect. Money is rare. Barter rules life. Tommy brings fresh eggs to the store and trades for sugar and thread. Every trade is a lesson in value, not just of goods, but of trust. Sickness turns the home into a prayer house. Tommy's sister develops a fever. Mama crushes herbs. Pa rides for the doctor. Every cough echoes fear. Every drop of water offered is hope. By dawn, the fever breaks. Relief comes not with cheers, but silent tears. Neighbors aren't nearby, but they matter deeply. Tommy walks with his father to return a borrowed plow. They're offered cider, stories, and a place by the fire. In 1888, relationships are the safety net. The handshake is sacred. No hospitals, no ultrasounds, just midwives and miracles. Tommy watches from the doorway as cries echo through the walls. Then silence, followed by a tiny wail. A new sibling enters the world, wrapped in homespun cloth. Nature doesn't knock, it roars. A tornado's funnel appears in the distance. The family scrambles. Chickens scatter. Doors bang. They huddle underground, breathless. Earth trembles. Then quiet. They survive, shaken but whole. Photographs are rare and costly. A traveling photographer visits town. Families dress in their best, sit stiffly, and wait. Tommy squints into the lens. One flash, and their moment is frozen forever. Wisdom isn't written. It's spoken. Tommy's grandfather sharpens a knife while telling stories of the Civil War. He speaks of bravery, of regret, of what it means to be a man when the world is harsh. Tommy listens with wide eyes and a heart that quietly grows. Saturday night means bath night. One tub, one room, one turn at a time. Water is heated over the stove and poured into a tin tub. Tommy climbs in last. The water isn't clean, but it's warm. It's not luxury, it's routine. Every few months, the tinker rolls into town. He repairs kettles, sharpens blades, and mends watches, all from a wagon filled with wonder. Tommy marvels at the tools, the careful hands, and the odd trinkets. In a world without YouTube or manuals, these men were the engineers of daily life.